D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So I saw Those Who Wish Me Dead, and I decided to do a movie review because I pay for a subscription for HBO Max, and I was like, you know what, I pay for this, I'm going to do a review. Even though everybody's done their review, if you're interested in what I have to say about this movie, keep listening. If not, don't. It's totally cool. I totally get it. But before I get started, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithms, and small channels like myself usually get pushed to the back of the line. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. So why don't we get started on this review for Those Who Wish Me Dead. Now, this is directed by Taylor Sheridan. It's based off a book with the same name by Michael Carita. I don't know. It stars Angelina Jolie, Finn Little, Nicholas Hoult, Aidan Gillen, Jake Weber, Medina Segnor, and Jon Bernthal. The synopsis is: a smoke jumper and a traumatized boy fight their for their lives as two relentless assassins pursue them through a raging fire in the Montana wilderness. Ooh, and everything. So this movie was okay for me. Like, I felt like it was two movies in one. Like, you had Angelina Jolie. She is, like it said in the synopsis, she is traumatized. What happened was, at the beginning of the movie, you kind of got this backstory of her. They're in this huge fire. She said she read the wind wrong. There were 3 boys in the fire, and they died, and she had to watch them die. And at one point, she's talking to another smoke jumper, and she's all like, I just, I could have done something. And he was like, then you'd be dead too. And she's like, I just watched them die, And I think that's sad. That's sad, because you like see it and you're just like, oh my goodness, what are you going to do? You got to get to him, but you can't, yada, yada, yada. But then it was also that movie, but then it was also these two assassins played by Nicholas Hoult and Jake or Aidan Gillen. And their wacky business or whatever, and them setting up their whole like going to kill, some the dad in this movie. So the whole time I'm just like, what's going on here? This is like 2 movies in one. So Angelina Jolie as Hannah, she did a good job. I love Angelina Jolie. I think she always does a good job. I think she's talented. In my opinion, she's still hot. So I love seeing her in this movie. I don't think this is like a comeback kind of movie, but I do think that I hope she gets more where she's going to be in the Eternals. So yay. But I can't, I like her, so I'm willing to watch more movies with her in it, especially if it's on HBO Max. But yeah, she did a good job in this movie, but this wasn't like a movie that like, I was just like, oh my God, I got to see this movie. I'm glad it was on HBO Max and not in the theater. Well, it is in theaters. But I wouldn't have went and seen this in the movie theater. I would not have paid money to go see this in the movie theater. So then we have Finn Little as Connor, the little boy. Now, what happens is his dad, he works for the attorney, the city attorney or whatever they're called. I can't remember off the top of my head. And he's like he like follows the money, and he followed the money to some bad people or whatnot. So he told the truth. He did a good thing, he says in there, and they're trying to kill him. And his son Connor, he gets him involved by like running with him, and they end up killing the dad, and Connor witnesses the whole thing, but he has a piece of paper that says everything on it that he wants to tell the news people and everything. And hold on, I'm just going to cleanse my palate with a little sip of tea. And so then, but he's like, don't read this. And he never read it. Angelina Jolie read it. And I'm all like, well, what's it say? Because daddy wants to know what's going on there. And they never tell you. And if they did, I wasn't paying attention close enough to find out. So we get Nicholas Hoult as Patrick, and then Aidan Gillen, I don't know, doesn't matter, as Jack, and they're the assassins. Now, these two were a good team as far as assassins go, but because they were always like planning stuff out. Like they were like they did the explosion at the beginning, and they're like, he's all like, we need to take a different route. And he's all like, yeah, but this will be on the news and he'll be able to run and everything. He's like, we got to do it and everything. And then Jack was all like, there should have been 2 teams. They were talking to Tyler Perry, which I was like, is that Tyler Perry? Like, he's the bad guy? Because I don't fear Medea. But anyways, it doesn't matter. He only had like 1 scene. But like, I liked seeing their, like, it wasn't like zany, kooky assassins, but like just their banter was fun, you know, just like deciding they needed to kill the boy and everything, and like realizing their mistakes, yada yada, all that stuff was fun to see. And just like when what's his face gets burnt and everything, and he's all like, yo, I'm fading quick here, and he's all like, no, you're not, or whatnot. I like seeing that because you could tell they were friends, but they were also business partners, kind of thing. Then we have Medina Signor as Allison, and she played Ethan, Jon Bernthal's character's wife, and she's pregnant. And I liked seeing that, even though, because she did like this survivals thing or whatever, I liked seeing that even though she was pregnant, she could handle herself. Like, she knew how to handle a gun. She knew in the situation what to do. She had, words to tell her husband that something bad's going down. And so I really liked her character, like, just like, hey, and I know what to do, kind of thing. And then Jon Bernthal played Ethan. He's like a sheriff or whatnot, the ex-boyfriend of Hannah, Angelina Jolie's character. And I liked him, like, because he's like Angelina Jolie's character. He's all like, do you want to die? Do you want to kill yourself? You know, you failed your psych exam, but they did that psych exam 3 days after you watched those boys die, kind of thing. So of course anybody would fail. And I liked seeing how he was sympathetic to her, but he realized that he had to do, say these things to her, to realize that, wasn't her fault that they died. So the story overall of, these assassins trying to hunt down this guy, and then there's the smoke jumper in this tower back in the woods, and now there's a great big fire, and she's trying to save this boy. It was all fine, but it was just like, this movie was like not like exciting for me. Like, I'm all like, okay, I'm not interested in forest fires or anything like that, or people that fight that stuff. But it was good to see Angelina Jolie, and she did a good job. I love seeing it. This is on HBO Max as I'm recording this right now, but I think it won't be very soon. I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't know. It's been a while since I watched it, but it will be in theaters because it's only on HBO Max for 30 days. These movies are only on, but I think it's in theaters too. If you have an HBO Max subscription, it's still on there. Watch it there. Don't go see this in the movie theater. It doesn't need to be seen in the movie theater. It's not that type of movie. It's not worth paying the money that you would pay to go see this in the movie theater. So that is my review for Those Who Wish Me Dead. Did you see this movie? Did you like this movie? Did you see it on HBO Max, or did you see it in the theater? I can't imagine a bunch of people saw it in the movie theater. I don't think the box office for it was very big. But did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you just think it was blah or whatnot? Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next movie review. You guys have a good day. Bye.